Meditation is helping us reprogram our mind in a way that we can support and then create things that we want. So the meditation process is about creating, is about manifesting, is about supporting our life in a way that we want it. And most of the time, not knowing what we think and feel, we create things that are not at all in line with what we want. And as a result, then most of the time we constantly blame the situation or the circumstances externally, whereas the quantum model or the spiritual science clearly is saying that we create a fundamental reality all the time.
We have been told right from our childhood that all of us should have a healthy mind and a healthy body. That is something which has been repeatedly told to us. But beyond a healthy mind and a healthy body, which really perfects an individual, there is yet another dimension, the spiritual quotient, the third quotient. Meditation, all of us know that in our country, it's an age-old practice. Our own temples and places of prayers are a source of meditation. People have to go there, they meditate and come back revitalized.
I feel happy that for one good reason, this meditation is making me wake up at 5 o'clock. I'm really motivated to attend these sessions. Slowly, I'm able to see improvement in the quality of my emptiness. I'm able to achieve from drifting away thoughts. I am able to pull back myself into observing my breath.
What I have realized is our thoughts make such a huge difference. I could not sit either because of my back issue, and I was doing meditation lying in the bed in the beginning. And Chandra sir mentioned in the program that you look at yourself where you want to be in future and try yourself, imagine yourself that way. And now after 11 years, I'm able to sit. I'm like so grateful and so delighted that I'm able to sit now after 11 years.
So when we change our thoughts into a more constructive, expanding, supportive thought, and when we deprogram ourselves from those limiting beliefs, and in meditation, every time we go into the meditation, we are overcoming something about us. And when we overcome something about our past, then we are moving into a future with a new creation, a new model.
I had lots of eczema on my hand over here. It's kind of skin itchy allergy thing. So I had lots of eczema over here and on my palm and on my wrist. So I've been applying steroids and some all the time ointments. I mean miraculously, in just 6 to 7 days, 90% is gone down. I should say now I believe in meditation. I'm enjoying it every day.
Daily morning when I get up, I usually feel anxiety about the day, how it's going to be, and I'll be thinking about the next step I'm doing, because I'm doing a textile business over here. And before the night, I'll be planning everything. Today I get a positive thought, everything, what I'm thinking will happen in the day or the next day. Really, I can feel the change in me.
Earlier when I tried, I couldn't sit more than 5 minutes. Just too many thoughts in the mind. I've been able to do 40 minutes or 45 minutes at a stretch now. I'm able to sit down in one posture, which I couldn't do earlier, on the floor for almost 1.5 hours. So that's amazing. And it's been a great learning experience.
Meditation, when we regularly meditate, we are developing this enormous, miraculous thinking capability.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, wonderful evening. Socrates a great philosopher, is also a great spiritualist. He always said, human beings do not know their full potential. They're always conditioned into believing whatever that we experience today is the reality, there's nothing more to it. But he knew that the potential is infinite, that we could have any experience, we could do anything. The broader the views, the broader the experiences. So he advocated for having spiritual governance. He said spiritualists will make the great rulers. For various things, when he was given death punishment, so he decided to argue for himself in the court. His views have been so clear about death, no wavering. He always wondered why people would so worry about death. Fear of death is the biggest worry for many. We will do anything to hold on to the body because of this fear. Ultimately, if you look deeper, why do we run when something happens to hospitals or immediately seeking external help? Ultimately is deep inside the fear of death. Because lack of understanding. All fears are there because of lack of understanding. But he was so clear. So in the court of law where he was arguing, he said, I don't know why people are fearing. Because many people told him, you definitely are going to execute you. You're not going to argue and then go through this. So just run away from this place. And they were ready to help him in one way or the other. But he said, no way. Why should I run away from my place? Athens, Greece. So he said, maybe death is two things. Either death is that deep, forever sleep without any more awareness. It must be like really, really deep and good. I know that when I sleep really well, we wake up and say, wow, I had a great sleep. So death either is that sleep where I'm just really, really are so peaceful, so happy. Because I experienced when I had deep sleep, and I say that. So it must be either that, so then it's great. You're going into a very, very blissful moment. Or death is, like many in that time, that if you vacate the body, then you're going into this alternate world. And so if that is so, then I'm going to the other side. And then there I'm meeting all these great masters before me, who the philosophers who existed. And I loved listening to them, so I'm going to meet all of them. So that is there too. So either way, if I'm going to be executed, I'm going to be very benefiting a lot. So why even worry about death? I'm going to benefit a lot. So why worry about it? Why fear about it? A lot of mental worries, a lot of projections and anxieties are caused by a lack of understanding of our future, that there is a limited future. First of all, lack of understanding of a potential glorified past. Instead, it's always been a limited past because we are viewed limited views. This fear of death, the fear of health, the fear of looking bad, all these fears have to be deeply looked into and overcome for gaining greater mental health. Because ultimately it's about inner chat. What inner chat do you have? Psychosomatics or mental health, so that inner chat has to be curbed. So our understanding about death, life continuity should be enhanced significantly. Luckily, Eastern religions, of course, are supporting a model and a theory that there is life continuity. After this life, there is more. Science, of course, removed it, but then now removed consciousness out of the equation. But now if you are, even if you want, because the religion support it, and depending on which background you come from, so at least we have the open mind to look into this. But in some cultures, religions, it's not there. Body is one, and then body is bones and molecules. We come in and go. So this is the whole only lifetime that we have. And so at any cost, at any length, it has to be experienced. Doesn't matter who the other side is. My life has to be experienced at anybody's cost. It's going to have a little tougher challenge for them to go through and understand it. But consciousness will evolve around. We must explore life after death. So then all fears would go away, and suddenly then we become totally free, because life after death is the largest fear. Of course, meditation is going to do its bit of helping us forget the past and forget. And so all past events that are traumatic, that are dramatic, that are scary will slowly go away. And so it will help its bit, but we have to enhance our knowledge about this aspect of death. When we are experiencing something beyond an ordinary in our meditations, sure enough, we should give us enough clues to explore more about, okay, so what is this? How can my body expand hugely in meditation? Expanding. How can I disappear? I'm not imagining to disappear myself, but it seems like suddenly my body doesn't exist. Our knowledge and wisdom about life after death when we understand this more and more, then we automatically also are navigated towards certain meditation experiences in the direction to understand it, make that knowledge more experiential. If we read a lot about, like Socrates said, if I go beyond the body and to the other side, and then there are many masters, many past philosophers that were really respected, so I'm going to meet them. If we contemplate about it, about the spirit guides, and then masters on the other side, whatever. If we read books, is it true? Everything will be experimented, right? We're never saying, believe this. We're always saying, experiment on it. So we read books and we contemplate about it. Then automatically we start seeing some experience in that area. For us to explore that and say, is that true? Then if that is so, then suddenly a lot of worry that, okay, this is the end of it, I'll go away and it starts becoming more adventurous. Okay, I can meet this master, I can meet this guide. I can talk to them, I can gain knowledge. When we have the perfect understanding of that there is no concept of ghost. How many people are scared of ghosts? That ghosts exist. That something may happen to me. All of this, when we explore some of these books, and then we also practically, we start gaining that understanding in meditation. All kinds of things will happen. This subject, whether it's developed by Raymond Moody, there are so many authors who have written books around this. Near-death experiences, many people have gone through a near-death experience, it's called. When we are, say, in a critical accident or some serious illness where the person would have passed out, doctors would have said, okay, so there's nothing, I don't feel anything, that there's possibility they're gone. How many will go into the coma? But invariably, after a few hours back, when they come back, then they always have said they've gone through a near-death experience. They talk about what happened. They talk about going through a tunnel. They talk about as they're going through this tunnel, some light is coming and then taking them somewhere. Some light engulfed them, usually a bluish or yellowish light, and then they took them somewhere. And then suddenly they are in the middle of the presence. They feel the presence. Some of them say, I've seen some people, some say, I felt the presence of them around me. And then I felt like I'm just so, it felt so good. I mean, I'm in this light. It felt so good. I just didn't feel like coming back. Many versions of this. Dr. Raymond Moody documented in his books. Dolores Cannon documented in her books. Even many pyramid masters who are experiencing these are documenting their experience in their books. MB Publishing is doing a great job of bringing these books of the pyramid masters. MB Publishing. They're available on Amazon. But the thing is, there are all kinds of experiences they go through to say the near-death experience. So they come back and say, I mean, this is Anitha Morjani. She had this near-death experience where she experienced everything, comes back and says, and of course, some of them are telling and being operated in the people are getting operated in the theaters. And so then when they wake up conscious, then they're telling what dresses the nurses are wearing and what are they doing, what they use to cut, because they're seeing themselves. Now, one person may be hallucinating, 2%, 3%, but so many cannot be hallucinating about things when it happens consistently. Echo Borden, the author, who has talked about many experience of near-death experiences where there is something outside. You must explore this. When you explore, when you read, when you understand them, and then potentially sometimes you're going through an experience or two of it, you stop questioning and then stop worrying about death. You start seeing it as a continuity. You start seeing it as something that's more beautiful on the other side. But then suddenly this whole concept of ghosts, this concept of darkness, fear of many things, all of them will drop. Worries, many worries go away. Mental well-being at the grossest level of not having fears. Got to drop the fears, particularly about demystify the body, demystify life after death. Image protection, big deal. External image protection, internal ego, internal ego, another big deal. Internal ego is burning us, many people, especially in the corporate life, many, because there is a standard we set for ourselves, and then we continue to maintain the standard, no matter how difficult it is for us. Work done by Sridhar would be just amazing always. A comment that we received 10 years ago, then we always try to maintain that comment. If given to me, then I must fulfill to the best, no matter what happens to me, it doesn't matter. And so I work and then I burn out and then do it just to please myself through the others' comments, even though I don't seek actively recognition outside, but that is there. That is also equally dangerous, equally putting so much pressure. Internal ego. External ego, of course, is there. We seek, and if we don't get there, we get all hell break loose. So meditation is helping us explore, overcome these fears as we understand ourselves more and more. Every now and then we must question ourselves, why am I doing what I'm doing? Why am I doing what am I doing? It must be questioned, we must contemplate on it. Am I still meaningful to me? Sometimes we take up lofty goals, sometimes we don't know why we started a business. Or we started a business, but 6 months later we loitered around, went into some other direction. So it must be asked, why am I doing what am I doing? Is it still aligning to me? Dhyana Jagath is doing a great talk on inner chatter, how small things and big things are impacting us. He's going to do an advanced workshop as this program ends, sometime end of May, about some of these concepts, which will help come out of this inner chat, which is greatly relieving the body suddenly. Mind is relieved, so body is absolutely relieved. The biggest fears have to be overcome, my friends. And the biggest fears are that we can gain our health, so fear of health and fear of death. If these two demystify about health, the more we understand the body has a healing capability, and then we have the thought to heal. And the more we understand after death, life is great. So what? So then let me go through the current life, current challenge that I have. If it so leads to the other side. Then we become free. We have to become free here, liberated. So today we'll understand some more. While we understood this week physical health, energy in the body, mental well-being is obtained through meditation, through various reasons of, as we are knowing more about us, so it helps us to explore and remove that inner talk. And then, of course, neurologically, it is supporting development of several circuits. So many conditions, like the depressions, addictions, some of them are naturally going away. I'm here in UK. One of our senior masters, Ravi, he was deeply in a lot of addiction, alcohol addiction, deep addiction. His life was going haywire. But today, he was teaching, of course, the generous and his core master, Ravi Kiran. All-rounder. He will not hesitate to do any work. He is highly successful in his business career. While, he spent 4 days just sitting in a body, mind, soul conference teaching meditation. He is going around and saying, here is a free meditation cap, pyramid cap, you take it. And then so many people came in, so taught the meditation, hundreds of them. That addiction which was causing him, so just this meditation helped him to overcome that addiction, alcohol addiction. Talks about it proudly in the sense that, of course, the crisis was there to help him, but then it came out through meditation. And I never left it, never forgot it. So while meditation is bringing mental well-being, meditation is also giving, like physical energy, it's also giving a lot of mental strength. The mental strength in the form of several powers that increase our success and increase our confidence to take on things again. If life is about experiencing more, and then so we must be back in action through lots of physical, mental health and energy and then strength. And so meditation is giving the mental strength significantly by increasing several memory mind powers. We'll talk about that after meditation. So let's go into meditation, dear friends. Relax yourself, sit comfortably. We're practicing Ana-Pana-Sati meditation. Our goal is to empty the mind, thousands of thoughts in the mind. When you observe a natural breath, our mind becomes empty. With your eyes closed, pecs removed, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap comfortably, cross your feet at ankle. So that will be posture. Crossing feet at ankle in a relaxed posture, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap comfortably, eyes closed. Observe your breath. Anywhere in the nose, take a point as a reference and observe the breath is going in and coming out. When you observe your natural breath, in and out, natural breath, mind is becoming empty. We want to be in that empty state of mind for as long as we can. Thoughts, in case thoughts come, attention back to the breath again observe and slowly go into the empty state and be in that state called Ana-Pana-Sati. We'll practice this for maximum time. Before doing that, we're doing something called heart elevation process. Just follow my guidance actively. Relax yourself, dear friends. Sit comfortably. Dear friends, dear masters, keep your hands on your chest area with your eyes closed, specs removed. Rest your attention on your sacred heart. can you feel a beautiful heart? With a slow, long, relaxing breath, can you feel your sacred heart? Connect with it. The seat of all emotions, which is nurturing all life with the energies of love, joy, gratitude. Can you recollect an experience from your life where you felt enormous love, joy, compassion, and relive that moment and elevate yourself? Relive that moment of love and feel that energy. The more we experience love, joy, gratitude, the more we experience our connection with all things and everybody. The more we coherent, the more we become coherent. Feel, dear friends. And slowly, let's go into Ana-Pana-Sati Meditation. with your fingers into fingers, resting your hands comfortably in your lap, observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. When we observe our breath, our mind becomes empty. As our mind is becoming empty, we experience that greater emptiness, that energy Merge into your breath. Merge into the emptiness inside of you, all around you. The more we empty our mind, the more we allow our body to function at its natural best. merge into the emptiness of yourself. Everybody and everything are connected in this field of emptiness energy. The longer you experience this emptiness, the more you experience your whole. Relax your body. Whenever you're ready, keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then you may open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. Yes, Anusha madam.
Yeah. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Good morning and a great evening to all of you. On behalf of Buddha Seva Quantum Foundation, I take this privilege to immensely thank all the donors contributed between 3rd March and 31st March. I would like to announce the names of the people who have contributed 5,000 and more. Rajati Jagan Mohan, Vinayak Hiremat, Sridhar B, Keval Krishan, MTK Textiles, Rajalakshmi Patra, Geeta Nair, Dhulipala Nagapradeep, D. Ratanavel, Shanta Karupai, Kartika Ravikumar, Kiran Seth, Preeti Agarwal, Veena Arvind, Komal Priya, and Arvind Sampath. I also thank all the anonymous donors immensely who have contributed to the foundation. Thank you all.
Thank you, Anusha madam. So friends, talking about mental strength, that meditation is helping us gain that confidence, that efficiency, that feeling of satisfaction because you are able to solve those unexpected issues that come in your way. In many ways, is putting us back into action again. Let's understand briefly how meditation is increasing. That mental energy, physical energy, so we are showing up every day, morning to night, actively. That mental energy is something that is giving us that extra edge. It's giving us that extra edge. So if we are busy and if we have too much to accomplish, we don't cut down on the meditation time, increase the meditation time. We go into our quietness more. Because it brings that smart work, that efficiency more. In that quietness, we are dropping all the unwanted, and so we are able to catch the align to the most important, and then we do that. I always like this quote. So the various reasons why meditation is increasing the mental strength. Well-being is one thing. So there is this strength or the feeling that, okay, I am a lot more capable now. It's about capability now. The foundation is these feel-good hormones. First of all, we just have to we feel good. We become elevated into the elevated emotional state. So in all of this, a reward chemical, a love chemical, a mood swing chemical, a pain relieving chemical. So all of these are produced through meditation and plenty. There is several studies on this. So expressing gratitude, you get this reward, you feel that you're rewarded. So you feel like doing more. Meditation brings the same. Every time we complete small tasks. So as you see here, if you want to develop emotion, better elevated emotion, say you feel more empathetic. So things like, they said, okay, you help somebody and you hug somebody. They all translate to that oxytocin chemical. Whereas meditation, it produced naturally. Either we can decide to do all those things, or you decide to do the first thing in each of these in the slide here. You do meditation, then you are getting adequate dopamine that makes you feel that, hey, you are good, go forward. It makes you become more empathetic. It naturally extend your love, naturally become more compassionate towards somebody. Negative moods, naturally switching the moods. The runner's high, that when they run, and what they call, I really get into this, sound, it just feels so good. They switch their moods through this serotonin chemical. Is plenty produced with meditators. In fact, they produced more for the same amount of duration of meditation versus the same amount of running somebody did when they compared. The serotonin production is quite high in meditators. So mood swings, pain relief. So we always said this, if you manage an illness that we have, first we manage, second we heal. So managing the illness, meaning, so we have it in our control, right? We might have to go with it forever, for a long time. It will heal. It might take 3 years, 4 years, it will heal. But before that, we need to have a control on it. So the pain relief is one of them. So first thing meditation is doing is to produce these feel-good hormones plenty. It keeps them like your gas tank, automatically keeps them to the, it won't, just because you meditate more, some questions, and if I meditate more, am I getting too much? You meditate more, but then you can fill up gas tank of the car, and it'll only go till the full mark, and afterwards it cuts off, right? Automatic. So it is producing in plenty to keep it adequate supply in our body. Meditation is causing structural changes to the brain regions. 3 brain regions: the frontal brain, which is the human brain, which is the big part of the brain. And the middle brain, which is the emotions brain, holds long-term memories and emotions, they are developing significantly. If I look at this picture, which is now primarily focused on the frontal area, because the middle area and then the lower brain, they are somewhere inside. Think of, you have this cap. Inside it, the vertebra is hitting, connecting in the center, and so inside that you have these other two brains, small pieces, but everything is the frontal brain. Has various regions. Vision region, reading region, taste, touch, all five senses, basically motor control, using which you can coordinate better. The front portion, concentration, cognitive capabilities right in the front portion. Now, all of these areas, in general, for meditators, the neural networks, the connections are more. The gray matter is more, thickening more. Long-term meditation. We're not expecting this overnight. Long term. You're going for a few years or a period of time. So then, generally, the more neural networks are formed. Simple, because it's all adequate supply of resources, the blood circulation happening, a stressful mind versus a free, completely liberated mind. Free from all fears, free from all pressures, right? And so then the body naturally is constructing more and more. Cell reproduction is higher, so your brain in general is thickening with this neural matter. Neurons are the whole essence of the mind. Physically, representation. The third thing that's happening is the long-term memory. So inside, in the second brain, which is inside, so the frontal brain is getting thickened in various areas. So you have more neural networks. That means if you have more neural networks, then you can create new things, you can read more, you can learn more. Part of our challenge when the learning more is happening because you have more networks, more neural connections. Then every time you learn something, it has to form connections, neural connections. And for that, you need enough flexible glue. The wires have to be flexible inside. And so then you can add in more information, so you can read more. So that is that. And the second is this, in the second brain, subconscious mind, the hippocampus area, which is called the long-term memory area, that is increasing in size. They've experimented for meditators, the hippocampus area is more. Then another thing, I've always talked about this, whole brain synchronization. The left brain, right brain, two brains are there, two hemispheres of the brain, and they're connected through this neural connections. Corpus callosum is called. The neural connections between these two brains, again, if they are connected well, then they communicate well. So then you are, having two hands to work with simultaneously is a lot more powerful, we feel, compared to suppose one hand is tied and say you only work with one hand. Suddenly our power to handle physical things is diminished, right? We have only one hand to work with compared to both. You get balance, you get load, you get extra strength. You can do things that you otherwise cannot do with one. Same way, when these both brains are coordinated, working in coherence, so they do load balancing, and then they hand off one to the other. Hand off one task to the other task. Both brains are designed to do everything that normally we do day to day. It's not one brain is only doing special another. Both are designed. And so they do these handoffs. I'm here, I'm, let's say, cooking, I'm stirring this thing, and suddenly I have to, something is falling, I have to reach out to the right hand. So suddenly I can change my ladle to the left side and then hold on. So there is this handoff happening from one hand to the other. Brain also is doing handoffs, one task to the other, in order to process the signal depending on which side it is hearing more, taking more. So this coordination, whole brain synchronization is very, very beneficial in developing this extra powers. We can figure out by now, if both work together, then that means we have extra power of whatever that we do. Then we've said this before, meditation is moving us into beneficial brainwave states. It is slowing down all the unwanted high frequency brainwaves. Slowly those thoughts of high frequency go away, constant inner chatter, stressful chatter. And so then what is left is a slow brain waves into this alpha state or theta states, which are learning, creativity. And so they're beneficial. So there is that which is happening. So because of all of these, friends, so meditation in general is increasing several powers. Our memory is getting better. It'll be good to know, some of you who have been now practicing for say more than a year, if you notice a better concentration for you, if you notice you're able to read more or read faster, please write in the chat. Are you able to read more or read fast? From my perspective, I could see at least a 5-fold increase in the speed at which I read books now. The ability to learn things, some tougher concepts before is difficult, but now you are understanding, you are connecting. So today you read one book by Raymond Moody, and then 1 month later you read by Autobiography of Yogi, then somewhere you connect and say, okay, they're talking of here an invisible power, and then here they're talking of life, near-death experience where they've gone somewhere. You connect things. The learning, creativity, thought power, so to manifest things. What do you think? Things become true. Every thought is energy, and there is the frequency, it is going in and matching with that possibility in the quantum field. For it, it's called observation. How do you observe? When you are looking for certain possibility to happen, that means a frequency of a thought is an experience. So if you're looking for that experience to happen, and so when you put it out, then it comes true. Thought power. If you are experiencing those, mention it. But in general, for meditators, all of these are happening. More memory, better concentration, so more success. Knowledge is precursor to experience. So more you can read, so then more you can experience. Right? And for example, if you want to do a presentation to a client in a specific vertical, you need to know more about this client. You are in one domain and then you want to know, go into the other domain. You need to know more. It's always tough, right? Companies always looking for domain expertise. You're a generalist, you need a domain expertise to talk that language. So there is a serious resistance for employees to learn new. But then when you meditate, there is a natural tendency to go and then figure things out. Do you experience it? I would like to know if there's anyone who experienced that. Now they don't hesitate to jump into something new to learn faster. So learning, reading is one, and learning and understanding, doing things differently, creative power, thought power, so different. So all of these capabilities are in general are increased. When we do things differently, creative, every time we do things differently, we feel good. you feel good, you feel like doing more. Simple. So newness is important. Spontaneity is important. A lot of times we worry, going to the same restaurant, cooking the same way. We just don't want to change because, hey, we might change the experience. And so we are in the comfort zone. As a meditator, we start taking risks more. No, suddenly you decide and say, okay, let's go to trekking tomorrow. Not much planning required. That's called being in that spontaneous state and then being in that creative state. You're allowing creative to happen. Say, okay, so let's see. So what? Let's go. Is it going to be good weather? Is there some closures in that area, road closures or whatever? Will I be able to go and come back in time? All those things you don't think too much. You jump in to become creative, so do it differently than normal planning and this and that, all that. Both are required. Creative. So friends, so meditation is helping increase these various powers. And so naturally the meditative employees are improving their performance significantly in the companies. No wonder why, when I was at IBM called it meditation as a success skill, branded as a success skill. It is there. Sure enough, in a few years, it will be a core skill that everyone will look for on the resume. Do you believe so? Please say if you believe that it is going to be the case. Employees are gaining extra time. We gain extra time because we become very efficient, right? Very productive because we are, for example, a problem is given, you're solving the problem quite quick. Especially customer situations where the critical escalation situations, meditative employees are able to handle the crisis better. First of all, they don't get derailed emotionally. Don't know what's going to happen, so it is given to me. Oh man, this is going to be tough. And it happens on a Friday because that's the way it is, right? So now you feel suddenly get upset that your plans are going bad. Now, all of that emotional deregulation is not happening for many times when you meditate, number one. So there itself, we won half the battle, right? And so then we are able to think clearly. And then anyway, our mind is calm. So we think clearly and we are connected to the intuition, the feeling. So you know where the problem could be, in which system, which side. So handling unknown issues, unplanned issues, unexpected things, these all become very, the meditators tend to exceed and succeed in those much better. Anything planned, yes, everybody can handle it. Unplanned, and unplanned is happening all the time, right? Everything can be planned, we know it. So remembering better. So now we become more impressive in client situations because the memory power is there. So you have more better memory of things happening, synthesizing better. So suddenly you're discussing, client is saying something, and you're able to bring in some spontaneity of adding to it, right? So you become more impressive, can be more successful. So meditative employees generally are great assets to the organization because they just are increasing this whole powers of the mind, dear friends. So thank you very much for joining. Just looking for Saralaji, your closing comments. Great to see you.
It was very interesting. I'm sort of going through this process of learning and assimilating.
Assimilate is it?
Yeah. Actually, I'd like to know more of this. I have to read up. Maybe I would be able to make any comments only after I have grasped all that you have said today. And it is real great information and sort of a consolidation of many things I had learned in bits and pieces, but I find that I have to know more about this. One part is the experience, but knowing exactly what is happening is very important. And I think today you have pinpointed on those things, and I would like to study them a little more deeply. Thank you.
Thank you, Saralaji. How are your meditations going?
Well, there was a little slack period for me. I'm coming back to it.
Okay.
For a variety. Yeah.
That's great. That's always there, though.
Yeah.
It's always there. Everything is in cycles.
Mm.
Yes. Sushila, madam, raise your hand.
Yeah. Namaste, Chandra sir. I live in US, Nashville, Tennessee. I started meditation only 3 weeks ago to Swapna and Lavanya. But I'm expressing day by day something new. But today, every time if I want to do meditation, in front of me, Lord Shiva is coming and seeing, and whatever the masters are guiding like that, guided meditation, I'm going to the same way. But today, my body become very hot inside, and my both feet are become freeze. I made a new experience today. That's why I want to share and connect to you.
That's great.
Thank you, sir.
We'll go through more
Yeah.
for good. So thank you all, dear friends. Wonderful to have. So we'll meet tomorrow with a few business leaders to share and enhance our experience, enhance our understanding. So see you tomorrow again. Thank you.
I sing like the birds, I grow like the trees. I choose to live in love. I am joy, I am ease. I sing like the birds, I grow like the trees. I choose to live in love. I am joy, I am ease. I choose no more fear. I choose no more shame. I choose to live in love. I am light, I am grace. I choose no more fear. I choose no more shame. I choose to live in love. I am light, I am grace. I choose no more fear. I choose no more shame. I choose to live in love. I am light, I am grace.
Yeah. Yes. Anantha Madam.
Good morning, Master. Yes, namaste.
What's happening in Pyramid Valley?
We just completed a 21-day session from 9 to 10 p.m. yesterday evening, a meditation for beginners. It just went great. And we are having a daily meditation, Navakanta Dhyana with Patriji, morning 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. It is going live on a PMC Valley channel. And meditation in general is going great, and visitors are welcome to Pyramid Valley International. And we are going to have Buddha Purnima on May 14th, 15th, and 16th. It's going to be a great celebration where, in general, 5,000 meditators come in every day. And I welcome everybody on behalf of Pyramid Valley International to this wonderful event and get more energy, where we will be doing meditation in the morning and evening with our beloved Patriji. So everything is going great, Master.
Great. There's a daily meditation happening with Patriji. Sometimes I'm joining that here, but definitely I'm always listening to it. 10 o'clock, is it 10 o'clock, right? 10 or 10:30 in the morning?
10 to 12 in the morning.
10 to 12, yes, 2 hours meditation. Join in sometimes. PMC Valley is beaming that meditation. Energy, core, pure energy. That meditations are many senior masters who've been with Patriji for a long time are participating in it physically, while many more worldwide are connecting. So it's good to, those who feel like you need more dose, please do join that. It's go on for another maybe 25 days, right? Okay. That's great. Good to see you in this program.
My meditation was just wonderful. I just became one with my own self. So I'm just still in that feeling of oneness. So I'm just kind of very calm and quiet today.
Okay. That's great. Anybody else wants to share? Already in not even 14 days in the program. Nothing to share. Yes, Dharman Singh ji.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yes, morning.
Well, when there is a deficiency of vitamin C, then you may suffer from scurvy. Vitamin B, then there might be some neuromuscular. Vitamin D, then there might be some problem like bones and all these things. सिर दर्द है, चक्कर है, सर्दी है, बुखार है, जो भी है, मेडिटेशन करो, सब सही हो जाएगा. Because the meditation is the root multivitamin tablet. So I do feel many times and talk to my patients and my friends. You do meditation, all your anxiety, your diseases, your illness, and they are enjoying also, sir. So I'm very much excited to have a great this pleasure of this meditation, and everyone is happy, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Multivitamin tablet. See, the concept is this, right? Someone was mentioning, what is it? Some component is going to be missing if you are becoming vegetarian or vegan. Where is it 500 years ago? Did anybody know that this component existed as required? It's all about going to the natural state. It's all about becoming and living more natural living. So natural living, so no pressures in the mind. And then responding to the body and then knowing about it, not through some device all the time, knowing whether I'm good or not good. And instead respond to the body by knowing. Know your body well. So natural living methods are first no pressures, life cool, okay, fine, job, tomorrow, I screwed up today, so tomorrow something may happen with my manager. So what, that's not the end of it all, right? It's not escapism, but it is at least recognizing and acknowledging yourself. So staying cool there itself is there, and then responding to the needs of the body. Automatically then we consume something more, something less. Suddenly we feel like drinking some rasam extra, or just wanting to have some curd extra that day. They're all responding to the body needs. And so everything then is produced, and so you can, right? Can go in, of course. Now that is looking at physical level. But if you look, everything is based on what we see ourselves as. If we see as a hardcore physical body, then we have to be very clear about our food and diet restrictions. But the more you see as energy, and then your food is through energy, not through the physical food. This is the switch. That's why Jasmine are many people who are meditating in Himalayas. They all are living on less food. That's Sun Yogi, no food. Because you elevate yourself to a different level. I mean, and Patriji told me food is for taste buds, satisfying taste buds long ago. I was surprised. But later, more and more, we move our concentration to some other level, then they become insignificant. Swami Rama says in his books, the food, the prana we receive, the multiple ways of receiving prana, through food, through breath, and through meditation. And it is tons and tons, order of magnitude higher. Through food this much, through breath this much, through meditation this much. The order of magnitude is higher. So if we decide to go beyond, if you think they're all required, they're all required. If you don't think they're required, they're not required. It's as simple as this, depending on our state of mind or state of being. That's why there are all kinds of people with some don't eat at all, some don't have to eat for 3 months, they're only on liquid diet for 1 year. Some who eat 3 meals and still cannot, get that energy. So all kinds exist because it's a state of being. So we move to the state of being of energy, that we are an energy being. The more we move into that, the less, the more liberated we become of the food choices we make or eat. There's no problem, right? You go to some country and then suddenly you don't find what you need, and then you don't feel like, okay, you're going to miss on it, and then suddenly worry about it. Okay.
Sir, I have a reminder announcement on Earth Day event happening today and tomorrow between 5:30 p.m. IST to 7:30 p.m. IST. So request all of you to join and enjoy the session and get benefited.
Yes, from tomorrow, right?
Today and tomorrow.
That's today. That's today. Okay.
Today and
that's true. That's today. In a few hours from now.
Yes.
Yes, Jai Shri Jagdish, madam.
Namaste to every one of you. I just want to share a small experience that I discovered myself while doing meditation. Earlier, when I used to do meditation, I used to keep my mouth closed and, like sort of a little fear whether the thought should not come, like that I used to feel. So nowadays, for the last 1 month, before I start meditating, I would just pray to the universe and tell myself, the thoughts are not coming, I am going to meditate. And then I discovered if I keep myself smiling, and my meditation is better, I feel. Because the thoughts slowly reduces when I'm smiling to myself and then observing my breath. So how I could find out this was about on Ramanavami day, I met one of my friends whom I had met about 3-4 years back. So the moment she saw me, she said, "Hey Jayashri, as you're growing older, you're becoming younger and your face is so fresh and you're so nice to see." Then I thought, okay, what I thought of meditation and my smiling while meditation is, it must be the cause for that. So I would like to share this to everyone. And I would like everyone to say, please keep smiling when you're meditating. That smiling mood, it creates happiness and the thoughts go away. I feel like that. I don't know if I am right. That is my experience. Thank you.
That's great, Jai Shri madam. Smiling or not, we are happy that people are recognizing the vibrancy in you.
Yes, thank you.
We had great food in your home and I look forward to that again.
Sure. You are most welcome. I'm also waiting for an opportunity to invite the whole Buddha CEO team. I want every one of you to come to my house.
Yes. Jagdish sir, what do you say?
Yes, definitely. Everyone is welcome. My house is always open, and it gives a great opportunity to not only meet everyone and try. It's great. Food is a wonderful way of connecting with each other, very incidentally. And I
But
totally
more vibrancy with Jai Shri madam, more youthfulness and vibrancy, Jai Shri madam.
Hopefully, yes. Vibrancy is, once you're married for so many years, you're forced, whether you like it or not. And so one attempts that vibrancy, and hopefully it happens, whether you like it or not. Yes, every vibrancy is there. Thank you.
Wonderful, amazing masters, both of you been great support. Great support.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jai Shri madam. That's yes.
Thank you.
Yes, why not? I mean, when we meditate, why become serious, right? Yeah, as long as we don't make it a mind exercise, but then we sit down and then have that nice, go into meditation with a nice smiley face, I think it's great.
Thank you.
We just don't become aware of it as, must be smiling as a mental activity, but otherwise great, yes. Dr. Tiwari.
Thank you, sir. It has been a great experience. I'm just supplementing what you said about the food and also the madam, what she was mentioning about smiling. If you read the Veda, the essence part of the Veda, it exhorts the people to produce anna in a prasanna mind. You have to produce that anna in a prasanna mind, and also you have to consume that thinking that your strength is going to fulfill a higher purpose of the community. So it's very important that what food we have, that's important, but in what state of mind, with what purpose we have, So that's why when you said that even with a 3 meal, people don't feel energetic. And even with a lesser food, I have coached people with a simple diet. They have been able to get the medals in the National Police Games and the other places with very less amount of any nutrient and supplement. So I just support and thought to put this point. It's all lies in the way you think and you channelize your energy and the purpose for which you are doing. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So we're saying meditation is easily making us move to that mindset. Right? It's one thing is to have intellectual understanding, and second is to actually have the real strength to be in that state. Suddenly, if you don't eat, and then the old self comes back and says, "Oh, okay, so we're not eating, so I think we're going to fall sick last time. This happened, that happened." So all of that goes away as meditation disengages and programs ourselves with this higher wisdom, right? So that's how it's moving us into the higher states of consciousness. And so less dependency on the food. And less worry of the nutritional value of the food. Less worry on the nutritional value of the food.
You're absolutely right.
Yes. Okay, friends. So thank you all. Thank you for joining. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.